I'm going to take this question to you first. And we've been trying to sort of wrap our heads around all the information that has come in and figure it out. First of all, do you think it's 10% for India? Or will we end up sticking to the 18% from an Indian perspective? And what else could we see? Because Trump has acted with speed to impose these 10% tariffs, almost thumbing his nose at what the Supreme Court is saying, that if you're going to make my tariffs illegal, here, take another set.
Well, there's a lot in that, but I've got to say that I really don't know why you have me on the program, because I totally agree with everything you said in the beginning. You're a lot better at this than I am, so maybe I should just
no, David, come on.
Exit straight away. But look, I say this: there are a couple of good things. One is that actually U.S. inflation will be lower if these tariffs, i.e. P8 tariffs, are dropped. You could get 0.6% off U.S. inflation. If they're replaced by something else, that goes out of the window. The second thing I would say, which is pretty good, is the rule of law has been clearly signaled that it's alive and well in the United States, which was becoming an increasing doubt in the drift towards autocracy by Trump. That's a good thing. And the third thing, which is probably a good thing, is that at least now we're not waiting for this ruling forever. But the ruling was widely anticipated. So what's good about it being widely anticipated? It's widely anticipated is good because it means that essentially the market got what it was more or less expecting, so it's unlikely to crash. Okay, that's the end of the good things. Now I'll tell you what is bad. I think you've opened up a total Pandora's box where this increasingly irrational president, and I would remind you that dying fish flap hardest, is going to try and scramble back using other powers to get the same amount of tariffs back. Now, actually, even if he uses Section 122 of the 1974 Act, this requires him to demonstrate that the U.S. current account or trade account deficit is endangering financial flows in the dollar. So I'll tell you one thing's going to happen. When he tries to put on these new 10% tariffs, they're going to be challenged in the courts straight away. So that's not clarity, that's uncertainty. And I can go right down the line to all the other things he said he's going to do. It's all the fog of war, trade war, and you're not going to get away from it. The last thing I'll say, and then I really will shut up because there are a lot of people who are a lot better than me on this here. You've just lost 170 to 100, to call it 200 billion at a run rate of US fiscal revenues coming from tariffs. Okay, that's 0.6 or 0.7% of GDP. It has to be compared to the already astronomical $1.7, $1.8 trillion budget deficit, and it's going to get worse. So what's going to happen? Yields are going to go up. If yields go up, the economy comes down, and you're going to get more silly talk out of the Besant and other people at the Treasury and out of Trump that they need to do a deal with the Fed to bring down long-term rates, i.e. do away with Fed independence. So I'm sorry to say that if you think this is the end of the nightmare and the beginning of the sweet dreams on the cuddly flower-bedecked pillow, I don't think so.